It's all about just disruption and making things happen for the Hun Batzes in the jungle. And as we get into game number 2, Myrmidons, they're going to opt for first pick this time around. So Dignitas really going to be practicing for their next performance, which of course will be on LAN here in North America.
Bit of a party time for Dignitas now. They just won that game 1. They'll be like, hey guys, we made it. Come on, we got one more game to go in the Pro League to end out our season. Let's go out with a bang. Will we see anything crazy? Potentially we might. We'll find out.
Zeus going to be banned by Team Dignitas. They saw a lot of success with it when they were in the first pick position, so going to make sure that Myrmidons don't have that option available to them by taking him off of the board by way of the ban. And the last ban coming out for Team Dignitas, we'll take a look at it. Giannis and Kepri banned out by Myrmidons.
I'm going to predict a very aggressive game of lots of fighting and very little farming. That's what I'm going to call right now. Just expect a big mash of constant team fights.
A barn burner, if you will?
Not the way that I was thinking of, but I can't say it on air.
Serket taken off the board by Team Dignitas. Option over to Myrmidons as they wait to select their first god, and the first god of the entire pick, and it will be Thor. So Myrmidons, they want to change things around and have a little bit more hands-on.
So some Wukong available for Dignitas to look to take that away if they want to. Other potential picks, new Wars available in the mid lane if they want to go that sort of route as well. Nothing else really springs to mind. Oh, Ho-Yi, I guess, as well. I mean, Ren did okay in that last game. Ho-Yi's pretty safe to go to, but do you want to pick him so early? Well, I guess you could, I suppose.
Athena and Wukong. No surprise there from Team Dignitas. FrezzOO's Athena is so impactful, such an important part of what made last game happen.
I feel FrezzOO's like Athena at the moment. He's probably one of his strongest gods in the support role right now. He needs to make sure like his god pool is ready though for the challenge of the Super Regionals too, because I expect teams will probably ban that one out because FrezzOO's best performances for me this split have been when he's been playing this Athena.
Option over to Myrmidons to round out the first round of picks. Hercules selected alongside Ullr.
Early Hercules, but I like the call. It's kind of wise because some Wukong already been picked up there. You potentially know he's going to be in the solo lane. So I pick up the Hercules early for LeMoGoW. Could have looked for the Hades if you wanted to, but Hades started to decline in usage as time's gone on, as people have started to work out how to deal with him.
Ullr, an interesting pick here for the Myrmidons. Jermain most likely, although we have seen the likes of Lobster taken to the mid lane, so interesting choices still available as to where to put the Ullr. And Hun Batz on Team Dignitas. So far, Dig is just getting the same lineup they had last time.
Very similar. I mean, they've not got they picked the Sun Wukong this time around though, so they're not going to probably have the Raw Zeus off the table. So we're going to have to see ShadowNightmare play someone else. Could look for the Kumbhakarna potentially if he wanted to run that one back from the old school. He's got the Athena on the side anyway.
There's the ban of Hades out by Dignitas. So
expect a Freya ban?
Even with the Hercules on the board, Dignitas say no Hades.
And Ho-Yi taken away. I like the ban from that from Myrmidons. It was either that or Freya, I wanted to say, against Rens. So Rama going to be locked in for him instead.
Well, I'm going to be a strong choice, always powerful, always potent. And the last picks of the game, we'll see Nox locked in for Myrmidons. And the last one for Myrmidons will be Kumbhakarna. So an interesting, most likely support here. And Dignitas, the last European god selection for the SPL season of 2015.
Will be
Isis.
She's been around all season long, very consistent in the mid lane, 53% win ratio, fair amount of pick and ban ratio as well. So Isis will be the final pick, as you said, for Europe.
ShadowNightmare's Isis is something that once upon a time people were very wary about, people were very scared of, and through way of Giannis' success and Kukulkan's success, most notably or most recently, it's sort of taken the back burner into a lot of people's minds. But don't forget, ShadowNightmare's Isis is a very, very scary god.
It is very strong. I mean, Isis is just a god in general for the most part. She's started to take a little bit of a back burner because of Giannis and New War's rise to fame for the most part. Those two have done good work. Up against Tynz in this mid lane on Nox, it's not going to be the greatest matchup for Nox. The push power is not really there to match the likes of Isis. But what it does have with this Kumbhakarna, the epic uppercut into the silence root combo, can be potentially very, very strong for the side of the Myrmidons this game.
Last game we were talking about sort of a lack of burst damage. Agni's burst has sort of an asterisk on it because you've got to wait for the delay of all the meteors, right? And there wasn't anybody else to really provide that burst damage. Well, you've got FrezzOO now this time around, and Nox is pretty much the definition of burst. I mean, this god has been compared to Habois.
He's got a lot of burst damage, but it's when we say burst, it's a little bit similar to Agni. Agni, you got to wait for the bombs to drop. Well, with Nox, you've got to wait for the damage to burst as well.
And the ultimate comes out relatively quickly, and that is a large amount of damage.
It is, but it's over time because it's a dot, which is not necessarily the best thing for it. But they do also have Ullr this time round, so the burst damage definitely available from the Hunter and obviously in the jungle with that Thor. So beginning of the game, nothing too much spectacular to really talk about. Both teams start off with speed buffs and red buffs. Rotation to mid lane from both the mid laners, and Isis, well, she will definitely have push power.
Yeah, especially with the addition of the purple pot onto the Isis, something that ShadowNightmare generally does almost every single time we see him play this Isis. It's just going to be so much push coming out of this mid lane early on. Here we see all 6 minions make it by...
Are they going to find it? No. Look at the early aggression they were looking for FrezzOO though immediately. FrostiaK just kind of leapt in a little bit too aggressive there. But I like the call from Dignitas. Try and catch the rotation of Thor early and put the pressure on, just like game 1.
This time around, Isis a little bit more safe, I would say.
Well, it was just Zeus's burst last game. Yep. That was the big key there. So they're going to get right on Harpies. Left one should go to Myrmidons because I don't think Dignitas can really contest with that full minion wave there. Maybe if he's looking for Spirit Ball though, the Dream. Well executed from FrezzOO there just to pull it away in a different direction just so they don't lose it.
Tynz and FrezzOO pick up the left Harpies. Dignitas pick up the right Harpies. So all in all, pretty even. Nothing too different.
An aggression in the duo lane as well, which you'd expect from a Kumbhakarna and an Ullr here. They've definitely got the push power in this lane. Just keep an eye on Jermain's mana is the big key. That's why he's going for the Transcendence Rush and started with those extra mana potions because of it.
Right, so Ullr is generally, Ullr is an ability-based hunter with the stun and the bladed arrow right there, just a little bit on display from the hunter. And because of that, we're going to see a lot of mana usage out of him. So, as you just said, that's going to explain why we see so many blue pots in the trans build.
But it works out well for them too because they've put a lot of pressure on Renz early here. He's already down to half health, no health potions online. He's going for a Devourer's Gauntlets build. But Myrmidons should really look to try and make a big play on the left-hand side while they can, while they've got the opportunity for this. But I'm pretty sure Dignitas are aware of it. That's why they're rotating right now.
Mess is strong. Renz finds himself safe. Here's FrostiaK from the back. Not level 5, and that's the problem with this Hun Batz. Pre-level 5 just doesn't offer much as a slow.
He's 5 now.
And that's about it. 5 has been reached, and there's the ult. Dardez walks into a wall. He gets stunned. Help from Tynz is just not enough.
Mistakes,
one more
though.
basic, and there it is. Renz gets the kill, but it comes after Myrmidons.
And that was all down to forgetting about Kumbhakarna's passive. The rotation comes in from the Myrmidons. Fails his double tap, picks up that first blood, which is fantastic. Renz, though, did get a kill in response, but just unfortunate from Dignitas. If they would have hit level 5 a little bit earlier, would have been perfect.
I like the decision-making, even though FrostiaK did wind up dying.
Play on the left again, though.
So, I don't like any ganks out of a Hun Batz pre-level 5. Knowing that he would hit level 5 off of the minions in that wave, in that lane, made things different.
Wombo combo, Renz deleted by the burst damage of Tynz and Jermain. So good start for the Myrmidons this game. I wish they think, I bet they wish this was game 1, is what I wanted to say then.
Yeah, Myrmidons now, they're making it work. They're definitely making it work here this time around. FrostiaK's ultimate down now. 2-1 read the kills, and Myrmidons, I mean, slightly in the lead.
Yeah, they're off to a good start. Generally, it comes down to that first blood more than anything else. Yep. If they would have got the first blood, it would have worked out better for Dignitas. But Kumbhakarna and those sleepy giant baits.
Kumba making his way all the way to the right side of the map. So Dardez is going to join his solo later. I
expected big fights this game. We're just going to see constant fights. That's why you can see Dardez rotating around, has the ultimate available, going to be looking to try and potentially all-in somebody as quick as possible and keep the pressure on. Mid-Harpy's due to spawn soon, though, and FrostiaK, well, he's in position for them. He may even look for the speed buff if he wants to, but he'll take the right ones with the help of ShadowNightmare here before the boys and Myrmidons can respond. Or not, actually. Dardez gets one.
Stun is strong, double tap. Is going to force out the ultimate out of Isis as
Athena
FrezzOO go pretty deep. FrezzOO is up.
Good blink.
If Dignitas push forward, they're going to get a Thor to the dome. FrostiaK by himself, and not quite.
Yeah, Variety rotate over as well.
Safely in the back.
I think we saw FrezzOO actually retreat back there because he knew Variety was on the rotation as well, so called out to his team. That's why you saw the Myrmidons back up there. So FrezzOO should be able to get a speed buff here. As the left-hand Harpy's going to go to Dignitas here. So a 3-for-1 trade in those mid-Harpies as Variety turns back to the solo.
LeMoGoW here, level 7 to Variety 7 as well. Pretty even, all things considered, in the solo lane.
Left side, though. Not even anymore.
That's a dead Jermain. Very quickly, FrostiaK shows up and just
bait. That's all that
Jermain.
was. That was just bait from Ren's like, I'll fight you. Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? Yeah, I've got a rotation coming. No wall placement down. Myrmidons didn't recognize it. Jermain falls down for a free kill because he didn't have beads either, so unfortunate.
Dardez is here. He'll save some of these minions from being hit by the tower. Collect some gold for himself.
Eat some poke too.
A little bit.
He'll be fine
about
though.
75, even lower.
Red buff gets dropped down, given over to Tynz as FrezzOO going to continue farming up the jungle. FrezzOO and Tynz, for me, they're the ones that right now that have grown the most this season, I want to say. Dardez and Jermain, well, we recognized them early on as the Bruise Brothers, but the mid lane and the jungle, the two that have started to rise to the occasion more as the games have gone on this season.
LeMoGoW pretends to back, opts instead to walk directly towards Variety. Variety pretty low. Doesn't have the ability to ultimate either.
Yeah, he's going to watch out for the rotation from FrezzOO, who does have his ultimate available as well. And he's on that side of the jungle, so you can see Variety already going back to base there. Teleport on cooldown, unfortunately, so he's not going to have any opportunity to get back as quick. So we'll lose 1 or 2 creeps to the tower there. Should be lucky, though, if there's a Brute in the front line.
Mid lane jungle still hanging out with Nox here for Myrmidons.
LeMoGoW just teleported to the left-hand side, though, looking for a big play. On to Rens. Misses the driving strike. Now he's overcommitted a little bit. Not too much, though. FrezzOO, well, he's just going to back away. LeMoGoW, rotation did not make an impact.
ShadowNightmare here as well. And all the while, Variety's still in the solo lane. So.
Well, he was able to rotate back in, clear a wave. LeMoGoW's not going to be here. They're going to start the Gold Fury up here, Myrmidons. They're trying to make this teleport in worthwhile from LeMoGoW, but they may lose the tier 1 tower for free here in exchange for the Gold Fury, which is equal for the most part. Jermain in the jungle trying to zone. Gold Fury should fall down. Good call from Myrmidons. They should get out scot-free pretty much as well.
I like that decision that Myrmidons is able to just sneak away the Gold Fury real quick. As you said, they're likely to trade their solo lane tower for it, but if Myrmidons can pick up some of these kills on top of it, that might not be such a bad thing.
Blink in from Dardez just to support LeMoGoW, who's a little bit caught out of position there. They're still looking for LeMoGoW. Spirit Ball comes out, doesn't connect with LeMoGoW. LeMoGoW going to use the driving strike and only find FrezzOO there. Kumbhakarna's epic uppercut misses from Dardez.
That's a problem.
But they're still pressuring mid lane dig, which is smart because it's allowing Variety to continue pushing. But hold on, Variety's going to rotate around the back here.
That's so unfortunate that Dardez is going to miss on the Isis. If that ultimate came out of Kumbhakarna, so many ifs could have been talked about, but for now, it's just a miss. Dardez and there's Tynz. Popping
Just
out of Kumbhakarna.
Hiding inside Kumbhakarna. There's plenty of room in there for sure. So he does manage to get away out of a dangerous situation. Did have to use beads though after the taunt coming out from FrezzOO. FrezzOO once again making an impact with these taunts time and time again in the past 2 games.
Jermain just has such free reign to just walk into the enemy jungle, pick up a purple, and not get even looked at for it.
And that was more the rotation from Dignitas to mid lane, putting the pressure on there. LeMoGoW busy on the side dealing with Variety, and you can see FrezzOO is over here too, just going to be soaking up that blue buff for the time being. So, going to share the blue buff experience there. It's just a slow game, but at the moment, I mean, I like what Myrmidons did, again, the Gold Fury there early on with the rotation, but now LeMoGoW's going to have to make sure he keeps an eye all the time on where Variety is, because Variety can just keep pressuring this lane further and further, deeper and deeper now.
No taunt out of the Athena over there in the duo lane. I like that decision to hang on to it just through the reach to see if he could get the jump out from Jermain. This is exactly what happened. So Dignitas up not to go all in.
And they may opt to attempt the purple buff here, as it has respawned on the left-hand side. Myrmidon's going to start it up. Dignitas should have an idea of what's going on, but in the jungle,
LeMoGoW drops the beads to escape the Fear No Evil. Here comes ShadowNightmare, but they're deterred by Tynz.
Variety, though, is going to catch LeMoGoW here for free by the looks of it. Tiger stance. Stun comes out, driving strike. I'll buy him a second. No boulder at the moment. A great wall from FrezzOO to keep him alive for a moment, but only a moment.
The stun was strong, but we needed the wall component as well. So, unfortunately, the Thor wall not strong enough. FrezzOO needed to land that blindly on the other side of him.
And that clone just chased him into the jungle there. Yeah. So now they know the speed buff's up too. So Dignitas going to use the man advantage to try to seal it away. But hold on, FrezzOO is going up. He wants to defend his speed.
is going to land directly on a FrezzOO. FrezzOO down to about half HP. In comes help from Dardez, and Tynz is still here, so it's a 3-on-3, but FrostiaK's going to show up, and he'll be the 4th. No ultimate available. Dardez takes out FrezzOO. Here comes the monkey. Should be off cooldown relatively soon. ShadowNightmare takes out FrezzOO. Zerati chases him down. LeMoGoW now here. It's a 2-on-2. Tynz in the corner. That's a 3-on-2.
As expected, there's going to be a big fight between the two teams. Backwards and forwards. Variety going to force Tynz away. Spirit Ball cook above the wall and find the kill. It will do. Meanwhile, sleepy giant Kumbhakarna going to fall down to a monkey on the right-hand side. Now back on the left-hand side. LeMoGoW surrounded by 4 members, and he'll fall.
Just no way to get out of there. And, you know, right there, I was waiting for that to happen. That's why I spent that whole fight mentioning how many players were there, 3-on-3, 2-on-2 with Tynz. Because Tynz was in the corner the entire time. And as soon as Dignitas decided to take out the Nox, he died. That's all they took. All they needed to do was look at the Nox.
And look at the difference in playstyle from both these two teams this game. The pressure's off for both of them technically now, and they're both being a lot more aggressive. They're pulling the trigger, even though sometimes not the correct call. FrezzOO, though, will be very happy he did get his speed buff. I'm just going to say, the commitment was right. He got speed as a jungler. Left-hand side, look at the Hunters. Even they're going at it.
Basics coming out from Jermain. He'll be able to take the tower just a little bit. Keep putting out damage on iRens.
And he's in a very good spot against Rens here as well. Devour's Gauntlets versus Solely and Transcendence. There's not a whole lot Rens can really do here apart from farm and play pretty safe. Kumbhakarna might make an impact over the wall, but instead they're going to go for the purple.
Yeah, again, a free purple stolen by Myrmidons. Just attention elsewhere. Well, it might not be.
Is it free?
Dignitas make the rotation.
Good dunk from FrezzOO.
FrezzOO turns to help.
Oh, wait. I think Rez just killed himself by going to the sky there. He didn't need to go up because now he's going to have people wait for him on the way down. He was already out.
ShadowNightmare takes out Dardez as well. There's the ultimate from FrostiaK. The beads are strong, but not strong enough. He gets followed up in a strong taunt. Aegis saves him momentarily. And FrezzOO is able to pick up a kill before he's taken down by Variety. Jermain trying to find a way out, being aggressed on by everybody on Dignitas. ShadowNightmare ultimately lands the last hit. Tynz now underneath his tower. LeMoGoW coming into the fight, picks up a kill on his way in, trying to find elsewhere. Stunned out, not able to find the flip. Just tries to find himself under the tower, but he dies. ShadowNightmare on an absolute tear. 5-0-2 on the Isis. Dignitas diving tier 2s, all for Tynz.
Yeah, can they find him though? FrostiaK still looking for it, potentially going to change his man there. The clone going to run it. Monkey toss, jumps in, jumps around, flips over the top. Frosty should find the kill on Tynz, who's out of mana now. Van smash is good enough, and Dardez, well, he may set it up for FrezzOO though.
That's death right there. Epic uppercut into the Berserker's barrage. FrezzOO picks up another kill. It's the 6th one by way of the Myrmidons, but still trailing by half. 12 on the side of Dig.
And Dignitas very happy with that engagement. LeMoGoW's teleportation into that fight as well. He channel visioned looking for ShadowNightmare. You could see it in his playstyle. We saw from his actual viewpoint. He was just looking at Isis over and over again. And in the end, he just slowly got poked down before he was like, oh god, I've got to disengage. And then he was dead.
Just too much attention.
Fire in the left again.
Dardez going to yawn out Rens. Rens able to dodge away from the...
Good FrezzOO dunk.
But not able to dodge away from the stun. FrezzOO picks up the kill out of Rens. Jermain looking for more on a FrezzOO.
Don't think he'll find it, though. I love FrezzOO this game, though. This is what we should have seen FrezzOO on last game. Instead of this Bellona, give him something that he can be aggressive on and engage with. Bellona's a little bit more difficult to really find the engages. If this was game 1, this could have been a total different story for Myrmidons. Yes, they're down. Dignitas, yes, they are playing better than the Myrmidons right now. But at least there was more threats on the side of Myrmidons and not just the one.
Agreed. Dignitas now only up by 2K. A lot of that by way of ShadowNightmare. 5-0-2. You know, I mentioned it, Hindu. This Isis on Shadow is just so powerful. Yeah,
he's had a good performance so far, keeping the pressure on. Variety doing the speed buff right now. ShadowNightmare, look at him. He's holding position. He's not going right round because he's trying to wait for somebody else to turn up. He's got vision down that path, and if he sees Tynz, he may look for the pick. So he's just waiting there. He's not even farming. He's in range for experience, but he's just zoning and keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, he's not going to find it. Tynz going to walk directly away, allow Dignitas to go ahead and strip a little bit of the jungle.
Left-hand side, though, we may see FrezzOO go aggressive on the left once more. Golf Fury is available. Jermain's pressuring Rens consistently, and they're still taking away his purple buff every time. Dual lane's ahead for Myrmidons, I want to say, but not ahead enough to really make an impact right now. The only one that's really struggling is Rens.
Thor looked like he might get collapsed on, but now everybody's going to collapse on the dual lane of Myrmidons. There's 2-on-2, but quickly will turn into a much larger fight. FrezzOO gets silenced and stunned out. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to try and head into the air, and it's just enough time for him to get there safely. Jermain, on the other hand, he's going to fall. Fantastic performance out of FrezzOO. He comes down very low and takes out the mid laner, but answered quickly by iRens, able to take out FrezzOO. 8-14 on the board, and Dignitas going directly towards the Gold Fury now that they've taken out two important members of Myrmidons.
Hanging around the corner. Do they spot him? I don't think they know he's there right now.
They don't.
So he's just hanging. Doesn't have his ultimate, though, is the big key. Going to have to find a good driving strike here. The right opportunity to try and steal this one away. If he's going to go for it, here he goes. No.
Gold Fury still taken by Myrmidons.
And now he's in an awkward spot, LeMoGoW, because without ultimate, there's no way of stopping. Beads forced after the taunt. LeMoGow's going to fall again.
That Gold Fury goes the way of Team Dignitas. The first Gold Fury of the game went the way of Myrmidons, and LeMoGoW tried to take it away, unable to. He falls, as well as Tynz, who shows his face where he shouldn't have. And FrostiaK picks up that one, 5-2-6 on the monkey.
I called it was going to be a big fight consistently through this game because both teams, there's no real pressure on them now.
Yep.
Dignitas, for the most part, they'll be happy just to keep fighting and trading because it's more of a celebration for them. They go into LAN. Meanwhile, Myrmidons, well, they're like, well, we'll see if we can kill him a couple of times.
So I'm going to miss out Jermain. Rens now has the ultimate from Athena channeled, but here comes FrezzOO. Stun is strong. FrostiaK's ultimate might be a little bit stronger, though. Damage onto 2. FrezzOO just barely staying alive. Jermain going to jump forward. Jermain, can he find it? Finds one. Can't find more as FrostiaK and Variety combined for the double monkey.
No, that was suicide. That was legit a suicide bomber there. That's all he did. Jumped in, looked for the kill against 4 members. He found the kill, but what does he lose in trade?
I mean, Ullr's got the propensity. Ullr has the ability to take out those 3 low HP targets if he dodges.
If he dodges everything. Yeah, okay, Tom. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. If he dodges everything.
Yep. Damage in the left lane one more time. FrezzOO going to get absolutely smoked. LeMoGoW on the top side of things this time around. FrostiaK chased out due to damage from Tynz, and the dot is strong enough to take down Hun Batz.
Going to continue chasing onto Isis, though. Variety in the jungle. Spirit Ball. Circle of protection.
Look at Isis.
Goodbye, sweet LeMoGoW. You will fall down. Meanwhile, over the wall comes Variety. Now, the fat man is under pressure, but the epic uppercut will buy him a second. Jingle bang. Misses. Fails. Going up.
FrezzOO's going to look for Variety, most likely might land on Isis. Misses anyway. Strong hit. Half HP Isis. Knock up from Variety. There's a 180 stun. Jermain looking. Jermain stunning.
Silence. Wing Gust.
Toasted. ShadowNightmare unable to find a way out. Finds his second death of the game. Myrmidons all eyes on Variety. That's a dead Sun Wukong. FrezzOO gets credit for that one.
Why wasn't this game 1, man? Why wasn't this game 1? This was so much more exciting than game 1. Oh, they were both so worried and so pressured about the victory. We could have had this performance in game 1, I thought.
And this is really why this is experience. I mean, this is, if you take a look at some of the teams, sure, man, you need to play like this when everything's on the line. Myrmidons still trailing, but they're making the big plays.
Jumping in like Jermain did 4v1. I don't think you meant those plays.
That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is everything to the win. Going for the aggressive plays, not being too scared. And that's really it. Jermain, in that jumping into 4, probably a little over-aggressive, trying to make a highlight reel. But outside of that, the commitment level is really what I'm talking about.
Look at FrezzOO this game. 7, 4, and 5 on this jungle. He's been involved in most of the kills that the team has got. He's made such an impact. Last game, when did we mention his name at all on that Bellona?
Never.
Never. I never mentioned Bludgeon once. Which is crazy. It wasn't even the ultimate, but I didn't even mention Bludgeon. We never mentioned Bludgeon. He didn't really do anything on that, but this time on the Assassin, much better performance and really nice looking play from Myrmidons.
18.5 on the clock. Myrmidons make a decent swing, but they're still trailing by about 3,000. 14-19 on the kills as well.
Poor Dardez. He just doesn't know what to do with himself now. There's nothing worse as a Kumbhakarna than getting your mid-camp stolen, because he's one of the hardest ones to secure mid-camps as a Guardian too, because throwback doesn't knock them into the other one. He can only really kill one, but Tynz in mid is... Ooh, that was a lot of damage.
Able to find a way out. Tynz trailing by 2 levels and a large amount of gold, over 1,000. ShadowNightmare really showing his strength on this Isis.
Right side Variety being very aggressive onto LeMoGoW though, and LeMoGow's under a lot of pressure here, but he's got support from Kumbhakarna coming in. but ShadowNightmare's on his way too. Keep an eye out, LeMoGoW. You've got a rotation coming.
There's a hit out of the ISIS, and LeMoGoW's just going to fall up in the air.
And left side.
Be fine. Jermain surrounded on the other hand, and not so fine. One more basic secures it. FrostiaK puts Blackjack on the board.
FrezzOO
down comes
down.
FrezzOO looking for the ISIS. Strong pop, not strong enough.
Double tap comes out, but it looks like Variety should be able to pick up the kill. Oh, great ages from FrezzOO. Still not enough to stay alive, as ShadowNightmare did fall down there as well. Tynz picked himself up a kill there nicely. So they'll hold the right-hand side, but the left-hand side's a different story.
This is just getting pushed down by Team Dignitas. Dignitas is able to go ahead and take out Jermain, and because of that, they're going to take out Jermain's tower as well. Tier 1 and Tier 2 falling down now for Team Dignitas. Dignitas have all 6 of their towers still standing. Myrmidons have 2. 1 in the mid lane, 1 in the soul lane. And Dignitas not content with just the gold, but not content with just the 1,500 from the tower. They're also going to turn their sights onto the Gold Fury.
Yep, and I don't think there's going to be a response in time from Myrmidons, so Gold Fury should go in the way of Dignitas. Let's check in with experience in gold here after this one falls and see how this game is shaping up, because at 20 minutes in, it is all Dignitas' way. We've seen skirmishes from Myrmidons that have gone well, but not enough for the win.
Yeah, this is the real lead that Dignitas is looking for in this one. 6,400 gold is going to make Myrmidons come back, if at all, very, very difficult.
Dardez going deep, dropping a ward, checking the speed buff is up. Now going to rotate back to his half of the map, and may see FrostiaK a little bit caught out of position here, but Frosty, half health, still trying to fight. Realizes
surprise!
He's in
there
trouble.
Is Kumbha. There
that was a good
is
combo.
FrezzOO. There is a dead FrostiaK. 17 for Myrmidons.
Now Variety? Nope, not going to catch him. Oh, that driving straight, there was a wall there. Unfortunate. Lasted a little bit too long.
ShadowNightmare pushing down Tynz. Wind Gust providing so much damage right now. And the quick pop out of the ult puts Tynz into the ground. Kumbhakarna going to have to run away.
Left side, the Hunters are dueling under the tier 2 tower as well. There's LeMoGoW's being focused down here. They're going to find that pick on LeMoGoW. Yeah, he's dead now. Spirit Ball connected. And so he should get away. Will FrezzOO get out? Yes, he will. Still, though, Jermain putting pressure on that tier 2 tower on the left, though. As this one's go. Did he just dive in deep? Yes, he did. Ooh, okay, Jermain. A little bit too much, my friend. A little bit too much.
Ren's looking strong here in this game. Usually Ren's is not the character that we look to on Team Dignitas, but occasionally he just gets to swing a confidence into, and he's able to pull off plays like that.
So, well, it wasn't him pulling the button. Jermain like, dived deep past a tier 2 tower into a minion wave coming in too. It wasn't the best experience or the best decision-making from the Frenchman. Especially when there's an Athena global rotation on the map too.
Just trying to say Ren's can turn up sometimes. Dardez in a little bit of trouble. Yon's out. Mez is 2. He'll walk away to the left side.
And now it's just like, what do Dignitas want to do? Well, they could just group up in mid lane, which is what it looks like they're going to do, and just push down towers now. Maybe find the taunt on Tynz. Yes, they will. Spirit Ball forces the beads and the escape. LeMoGoW teleports in, but LeMoGoW, well, he's only level 14, so he's very, very squishy at the moment.
Ultimate out of Hercules already down. It's going to put a couple people pretty low, but ShadowNightmare high enough to stay in the fight. Variety picks up LeMoGoW. Renz blows his ultimate, now looking just for the basics onto the tower. Pushing down the mid lane. Variety going to be taken out by Dardez. A little bit too forward was a soul later for Team Dignitas. Jermain coming around the corner. Can he find the ability?
He's got a bit too much bloodlust today, Jermain, in this game too. He's just looking for kills consistently and going very deep for. You can see these two running around, trying to find the pick on FrostiaK, which don't think is the best call. They may still find him though, because he's lazy backing in mid right now, but they're not going to spot it, luckily enough. In time.
Jermain still by himself. Dardez going to blink in. Jermain and Dardez looking for kills. This is the Bruise Brothers. And right now, might be over-aggressive. Tynz has to show up to provide some triage.
Fails. It looks like he's maybe in the air there here on this Thor. Or maybe, yeah, he's going to dunk down, look for the pick on ShadowNightmare. Immediate response, though, from the boys of Dignitas as FrostiaK's going to secure Jermain immediately.
Tynz in some trouble still, and he'll fall. FrostiaK getting credit for that spill. Jumping on top of the Thor, fails in some trouble.
Ooh.
FrostiaK, smart play, understanding how much damage FrezzOO was able
LeMoGoW
to
teleporting in, though. No, it's not LeMoGoW. I lie, that's Variety coming in to the battle. So this should be a fire giant for the boys of Dignitas. As it's all doom and gloom for Myrmidons. It's not the most high-level game I've ever casted before for the final game of Europe in the Pro League this split. But it's a bloodthirsty one, let's put it that way.
Is this one a barn burner?
It's a bloodthirsty burner. Let's just put it.
We're not at a barn burner
No,
yet?
it's not a barn burner.
No?
No. That's Bart's word anyway. I just stole it.
That's your word.
It was Bart. He was the one who used to say it. Don't forget though, guys, today we do also have Envy up against Cloud9 in the next set of the day, so that should be a very big game to watch and tune into to see how those two teams are playing. I wonder, when did you put your FP on that one?
Envy and Cloud9. I actually have. I think I have a split.
I went Cloud9. Remember that?
I do remember you go Cloud9.
Remember that. I went Cloud9 today. I have faith in those boys today. I'm excited for that one. Make sure that's going to be up next, guys. And then at the end of the day, well, we do have Enemy up against Cognitive as well. Both those two teams vying for 5th and 6th place. Whoever wins it will take the spot over the other one.
Yeah, that one should be just as exciting as our matchup here between Myrmidons and Dignitas. Ultimates coming out of Athena and Hercules. Not enough to really secure much of anything, but Dignitas able to come down and take the tower. So tier 2 in the mid lane has already fallen. Tier 2 on the right-hand side being aggressed on by Dig.
And now they're just going to pressure the tier 2 on the right immediately.
Myrmidons
have to back up. Jermain going to fight, though, against the monkey on the left, I feel. He's popped the axe. His axe misses, and
that's toast. FrostiaK sends Jermain walking into the wall.
Oh, Jermain. And
a strong hit. And FrostiaK sends Jermain packing. There's 4 members of Team Dignitas here in the mid.
I'm going to get Phoenix for free in the mid lane. Meanwhile, right side, LeMoGoW's there. LeFaeles going to go to the sky here. Maybe look for initiation. He's going to find 3 members, but where's the backup?
He's all by himself. Rens takes him out immediately. So, fails. Unfortunately, not able to find what he was looking for. LeMoGoW gets a brief reprieve by way of a stun, but he's going to go ahead and fall as well. Dignitas very, very aggressive and very, very strong here in our 26th minute.
Kumbhakarna going to try and leave him on a merry goose chase around the jungle. No one's going to take the bait, though, from Dignitas. They're going to look for the Phoenix instead. Tynz didn't realize round the back was the rotation from ShadowNightmare. He secures himself another kill in the SPL as the second Phoenix falls.
That should be all it needs. And then it will be Team Dignitas filing into the base, unleashing the ultimates, and taking down the Titan in the last European match of the split. And the 2015 SPL season, Team Dignitas wind up on top.
Bloodthirsty game. Not the most exciting one, unfortunately. It kind of just went as it did.
I mean, yeah, Team Dignitas looked very exciting, very strong. And with that, they went ahead and just absolutely tore it up. Without further ado, let's talk to ShadowNightmare. Congratulations, sir. You are absolutely headed to LAN and well-earned. How does it feel?
Feels pretty good, to be honest. I'm not going to lie.
I can imagine. So start this season, you guys came in. Rocky start for you guys, honestly. And it was only 4th places for LAN. It felt like your heads dropped early on in the season. Was that the case? And then when we expanded, it just like picked you guys up again?
I mean, we had a rough start of the season. We were kind of lacking practice. We had like people had to go holiday and like the school schedule and stuff. And then we picked up Deku, and then the Super Regionals was announced, and that was like definitely a big motivator for us. And that was definitely the thing that got us going, like, is to our full potential. But hopefully we can perform a lot better at Super Regionals, obviously. Yeah,
you guys really turned it up towards the latter half of the season, and one consistent factor for this team has honestly been you. During the early parts of the season, the team wasn't performing, but you personally were. And then later on, you still were performing. Speak a little bit about the mindset of being the one guy that's really making things work when the rest of the team isn't, and then transferring when the rest of the team finally really turns up as well.
That's a hard question. I don't know. I'm just confident in my ability to just do what's required of me and do the unexpected sometimes, you know. And
was it ever a little frustrating as you kept doing very, very well and the rest of your team couldn't help you get the wins?
A little bit, but I mean it's a team effort, so I'm like, if we lost, it's got to be my fault as well. A part of it has to be my fault. So we're kind of just like a team, like a family, and everything we do is pretty much a team effort here.
Exactly, team effort. Now, talk about team. You got a couple of weeks off now before the Super Regionals. What's the game plan for you guys? What's the game plan for Dignitas now? Is it all go away and scrim, or are we going to do a bit of rest and relaxation, kind of like what Fnatic told us they were going to be doing?
I think we're going to take a few days off scrimming, just relax a bit, but we're definitely going to start hard in the scrims, maybe a little boot camp going. definitely like a lot of preparation to go in for Super Regionals.
Excellent. So let me ask you real quick: have you been to the States before?
I've not. No, this will be the first time for me.
Anything you've got really planned as one of the first things you want to do when you get here?
Have a drink of Mountain Dew. I heard it's really nice. That's like.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations on making it. You guys have played fantastically, and again, well earned. Is there anything you'd like to shout out to anybody at home?
Definitely shout outs to Team Dignitas. Definitely great organization supporting us this far. Shout outs to all the fans as well that have supported us throughout the season.
Excellent. Thank you again, and congratulations one more time on earning at the last moment, earning a trip to LAN that, of course, was captain and mid laner ShadowNightmare of Team Dignitas.
And Dignitas now, they're going to be the final one locked in for Europe. Everybody, as you can see, everybody in green is coming, and the two that aren't are going to be Justice and Myrmidons. Justice, third split in a row, finding themselves at the bottom of the SPL.
Team Dignitas just sneaking on in there, and again, from the top down, Epsilon, Fnatic, Paradigm, London Conspiracy, Titan, and now Team Dignitas will be all 6 people joining us here for Super Regionals.
Surprisingly, Titan on that list was only finished with 1 win more than Dignitas. When you look at those 2 rosters and the performances this season, you wouldn't have expected that.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Titan, it's interesting. These teams sort of met in the middle by way of their individual trends.
But if you think about their season so far for both teams, if you said Titan Dignitas, you wouldn't think that Titan only won 1 more game than Dignitas all season.
Dignitas turning up when it counted towards the end of the season. That concludes Europe's 2015 SPL season. We've got 2 matches coming for you on the North American side of things. Stay tuned. We'll bring you Envy versus Cloud9.
More free FP.